This video brought to you in part by these fantastic Patreons. Patreons are the lifeblood and the backbone of this channel and help with cool things like the giveaway in the description. But let's get into the video. Greetings, masters, and welcome to the channel. I am the Shotgun Shogun, and get ready for a Guda time. Also, get ready for a lot of really bad puns. The GudaGuda rerun is the next in the line of light version reruns that will be dropping this year. For those of you who did this the first time around, you will remember that it was pretty tough to clear out the shop and get all of your point rewards, but this time we're a lot better prepared, and it's likely that the numbers on the drops will be increased like other reruns. However, I didn't get any solid numbers from the JP players that I queried, but they did indicate they do remember it being a bit easier the second time around. If anyone does have any solid numbers, do let me know in the comments below. With that said, though, those of you masters who are new, let me break it down for you. GudaGuda rerun is going to be jam-packed with notorious Nobus running amok. This will be your last chance at getting the free welfare servant, Oda Nobunaga Archer, and you get to see a return of Okita in that gacha. Speaking of gacha, you have your chances at GudaGuda Poster Girl that when limit broken gives you 80% attack for 3 turns. The only downside is, or well, maybe it's an upside, you get 3 turns of taunt as well, so while you are doing more damage, you are the main focus of the baddie's ire. Launch Order, which when limit broken gives you 15% to both quick and buster, which is actually really great for those hybrid servants rocking those 2 quick 2 buster decks with the buster or quick NP. And then last but not least, you got Fate GudaGuda Order, and this one is your typical 3-star event CE, but keep one around just for that art in my opinion. Now you will have some servants that will be bringing some bonuses with them, and these servants are going to help you out with those points. Okita is obviously going to hit you with the 100%. She's the rate up servant on the banner, so that's pretty typical. Nobu, once you get her, will net you 60% increase. Mama Emiya is going to come in at a 40% increase, and Lancer Q, Medusa, Mephistopheles, Ushi, and Benkei will all net you 20%, which if you don't have them leveled, it's okay. You can toss them in your backline with some event CEs and you can still reap those rewards. But what are you doing with an unleveled coup in the first place? Now, like most events, you will have an event CE, and this is the GudaGuda Honnoji event CE Guda, which increases your crit damage and NP damage by 15%, increasing it to 20% when limit broken. Additionally, it will increase your reward points by 30% and 60% when limit broken. As typical, there will be 4 copies in the shop, and to limit break it, you are at the whims of the RNG gods to get your 5th one to drop. I would highly suggest, as always, to buy out the event CEs as soon as possible, as you have a lot of points to acquire. There are also 2 flavors of XP CE. These will provide large amounts of XP to your CEs, and well, that's really all that they do. You will get these also as drops and via reward points. But speaking of the shops, you are going to have 3 event currencies: pots, bowls of blue stuff, and probably a bomb. The hot pot shop is going to net you 10 hearts, 20 claws, 20 gears, 20 babies, 20 horseshoes, and 1000 mana prisms. You also have 2 copies of the event CE and 2 of the essential materials for your very own Nobu. You will need 5,100 hot pots to clear out the shop, and after the fact, you can turn these in for 10,000 QP each. Bowls of blue stuff, 3,600 total, 1 CE, 1 Skull of Vanquished Foes, and then back to the 20s, 20 pages, crystals, and void dust. You also got 30 stingers, and after you clear this out, you can trade up to hot pots at a rate of 10-1. Finally, what's probably actually a bomb will get you yet again 1 CE and 1 crystal skull, possibly found by Indiana Jones. You also get 20 of each foe and 100 of each XP CE. Now, one thing of interest in this shop, no gems or statues or monuments, which is not very typical of event shops. So why the focus on event CEs and event servants? Well, this is because you are going to need 1.5 million reward points. That's right, 1.5 million. It is a ladder, so you don't have to get them and turn them in, but what do you get for your 1.5 million points? Glorious prizes, that's what. Well, Shogun, tell us a little bit about what we get. How about 10 3-star XPCEs? Not good enough? How about 10 4-star XPCEs? Still not good enough? All right, how about 10 gold apples? Yay, right? Awesome. No, not for 1.5 million. You need some more? All right, how about 20 feathers and 10 scales? Getting a little bit better, right? 27 million QP. I know it's just a drop in the bucket, but you also get 10 Saint Quartz and 5 copies of Nobu and a crystallized lore. So the rewards for finishing this event are pretty massive. Couple that with all of the loot from the shops you will be clearing out in the process, and this is actually a really good event for mats. To get your first copy of Nobu, you are going to need to clear 100k points. To get all 5, you definitely need to hit that 1 million mark, so you should be aiming for that regardless. The rest of the rewards are just icing on that Nobu cake. Now, after finishing the first main quest, you will get your own temporary Nobu, which will help you get those points a lot faster, but you do need to hit 100k to make her permanent. For clearing the main quest, you will also snag 3 Saint Quartz and a summon ticket. To help out with those reward points, you will be getting daily quests that are going to net you a massive amount of reward points, and they're going to be really easy. You will be getting 4,800 points day 1, all the way up to 40k on the last day. You will be getting 14 of these. So even just on the daily quests, it should be pretty easy to get your own copy of Nobu. Now, one thing of note for these daily quests is that the bonuses from the CEs and the servants will come into place. So you will want to maximize these out each day, meaning running full teams of event servants and event CEs. Now, at the max, you are able to get 550% total bonus, so it's absolutely worth it to optimize your team. And to put this into perspective, you can get 1.2 million reward points just off of dailies alone with the correct setup. As you can see here on my screen, these are the 2 setups that you will want to run in order to get your maximum number of points. So make sure you're rocking those bonuses and you're getting your shop CEs ASAP. So now that we have all of that out of the way and you got the basics down, let's talk about where we are going to be farming. This event's free quests will be time locked, and a new free quest will unlock every 2 days. You will have your typical 10, 20, and 30 AP quests, and you're going to have 140 AP quest at the start. I'm not really going to be covering the 10 through 30 AP quests, but know that the 10 AP quest has a 20% drop rate on hero proofs, and the 20 AP quest has a 16% drop on evil bones. If you are a newer master that can't roll through the 40 AP quests, these might be solid options. Now, getting into the meat of this event. Each one of these nodes, save for the last one, is a monoclass node, and I personally love monoclass nodes as it makes picking teams easy peasy. The first 40 AP quest will be a recommended level of 50, and it's going to be full of Zerkers. 30% drop rate on proofs and an 8% drop rate on claws is pretty nice, and this is going to be a solid spot to farm those hot pots and those bombs. You will be up against 3 6k berserkers in the first round, a single 65k zerker in the second wave, 151k zerker with 2 AK henchmen. Now, I would suggest just face carding that first round, bringing a decent single target damage DPSer to take out the second wave. You will want either an AoE and a single target for the third round, or you can just target the back Zerker, face card that one, and then take out the first one with another face card, leaving just the single target Zerker to burn down. Overall, this one should be fairly easy for most masters to bring down without an issue. Bringing a friend's Waver or Merlin will help with NP gain on typically any powerhouse servant that you can slap a 50% starting NP CE on. The next one is going to be a recommended level of 55, and this time it's all sabers, so bring your archers. This will be a great one for Arash, honestly. Again, 3 fairly low HP enemies on the first wave at around 8k hit points each should be easy to clean up with face cards. Second turn is another single target, this time a dragon clocking in at 83k HP. The last wave is going to have a 160k boss ghost with 10k saber and a 22k saber on the sides. Like I mentioned, Arash will make quick work of the ads on the third wave, and a good single target archer can make very quick work of the dragon. But if you are running all archers, this could be a good time to build up any NP for the third round and just face card burn him down, as the damage you will be taking will be cut in half. Good options here are David, Billy the Crit, Nobu, Emiya, and also Chloe if you have her. This will also drop scales at 8% and evil bones at 30%. The shop items on this node will be hot pots and weird blue bowls. Also note that both of these nodes drop monuments at 10%, and that's typical for the rest of the nodes as well. 2 days later, we are going to be getting hit with a level 60 assassin node, so bust out your caster Liz if you have her, the Lollybook, and Paracelsus. Oh, and bring Medea too. Obviously, we ramp up the difficulty so the HP totals jump as well. 3 ghosts with 10k HP in the first wave, an 81k Spooky Boy on the second wave, followed up by a 221k Ghastly Ghost with 2 10k cohorts. Here, you should be able to easily drop the first wave with face cards per normal, follow up with Media's NP on the second round, and bring some AoE into the third wave to kill off those ads and soften up the boss for some Media NP spam. Since we're fighting ghosts, you probably figured out that ghost lanterns are going to be dropping, and well, that's it actually. 20% rate up on those and a 10% on those assassin monuments. You will be netting all 3 shop items here, so if you're looking to farm specifics, it actually might be better to drop back down and farm pots plus whatever item you want. 2 days later, we're getting hit with some riders. This one's going to be a bit tough though for most masters, as AoE assassins are not really the easiest to come by. Fuma, Phantom, Skahak Assassin, Cleo, and Shuten are pretty much about it right now. However, an Arash can easily clear the first wave for you, leaving you open to use a large number of single target assassins to take out the second wave's 72k Ghostface Horse. Ghostface Killer would have been a pretty cool name too. Third wave is definitely going to need a single target assassin, as the main boss is rocking 250k HP. You do have a 26k and an 11k side minion, but they should be pretty easy to kill as well. Personally, an assassin Shiki with a Fuma and a Carmilla would work fantastic here, as the boss is Francis Drake, so you would get the bonuses on that. This node is going to have a 20% horseshoe drop, and it's likely going to be where I'm going to be spending a good amount of time, because I absolutely need horseshoes. This one also drops pots, so this will be the spot to get that pot. Lancers. They're going to be the next in the rotation of classes. 15k first wave, 82k second wave, and a 264k third wave with 2 13k boys. Arash should still be able to take out the first wave, even though they are Lancers, leaving a Bedivere or Caesar to drop the second boss. And in the third wave, I would suggest bringing a single target Saber and just face carding the 2 side minions. This will net you seeds at 24% and claws at 12%. You also get hot pots and bombs for the shop items. Ready for the real node? The caster node, boys. This one should be fairly easy, because there will likely always be an Ozzy Drake, Surfer Mordred, or Kentucky Rider on your friends list to make this node easy clap. 15k first wave with the real prize, an 81k demon on the second wave, and your third wave is going to be a 272 caster cool guy with an 18k and a 13k minion. Kentucky Rider will be clutch here if you have him, and a Drake should make short work of the last wave. If those are not available, a George is going to be clutch here, and honestly, I would bring along his best buddy Siegfried, because even though he doesn't have a bonus against casters, he does have a bonus against dragons, and well, skedaddle skedoodle, George just made you a dragon. I know that doesn't rhyme, but sue me. Other options here are Blackbeard, Ushi, and Alexander. 18% on Snake Jewels and 12% on Hearts. And you will be snagging pots and bowls on this one. So what's left? That's right, Archers. This one's actually going to be a bit easier in terms of HP totals. 11k on the first wave, 61k on the second wave, but 256k main boss with two 18k sub bosses on the third wave. Now, when it comes to AoE Lancers, you have a few options, Romulus and Hector for starters, but you're gonna really need some single targets to hammer home that second wave and the main boss. This is where Jaguar and Ku come into play. Let's be real though, Ku can basically just solo the whole thing, so why bring anyone else, am I right? The boss is going to be Nobu, so having Daramud is also a good option as well. 18% feathers and 15% scales, and all three shop items will be your spoils on this node. Now the final one, this is going to net you a crystallized lore when you beat it. However, no ascension material drops, but that's super typical of events. This will be where you snag your reward points to climb that ladder. This will be a single wave with enemies replacing the fallen. They will be ramping up in hit points until the last three right before a 123 Okita comes out. Honestly, this one's fairly easy. The hard part is the mix of servants, but at a max of 60k with Okita only being 123k, this actually really shouldn't be that hard. So there you have it, friends. Get ready for a GudaGuda time and get ready to get your farm on. And let me Nobu in the comments how prepared you are for this event and what you are looking forward to. I would like to take this time to thank all of the Patreons who help make this channel and Terrible Puns possible. You guys are the real prize. If you would like to join them, there is a link down in the description. You can sign up for any tier that you feel comfortable with, but if you would like to help out the channel, just hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification, drop me a like and a comment, and I will catch you next time. Take it easy, Masters. Nobu.